There goes the Gizmo's last run. Isabel and Jill going out to the wood stand. Welcome back to Alaska Woodyard, everyone, on this beautiful winter day.
We want to discuss today why and how we made the decision to buy the Cord King processor. One of the reasons why we decided was that people were calling and wanting some cut and split as opposed to the log lengths. So once we figured out that we were going to continue getting logs with the log dog, the contractors were continuously calling us. We decided that maybe going into another direction, diversifying a little bit into the cut and split.
So yeah, now bringing the logs in, we got quite a stockpile. Last winter the road conditions weren't favorable. The main roads were good, but all the side roads are kind of slippery, and delivering with a trailer, we decided to stockpile the logs in the yard. And in doing so, looking at them all last winter, we decided we had a lot of calls for cut and split. And at our age now, getting older, I didn't want to be running the chainsaw all day, bucking up firewood. So we looked into the firewood processor, done quite a bit of research, a lot of considerations to take into effect and what would fit our needs here in the yard. And we decided on the Cord King firewood processor, and Joe crunched some numbers and to see how it would work out.
It figured out that with the investment, we could make 100% return on our money within a year. That was the motivating factor right there.
So with a cut and split, our firewood up here sells for $400 a full cord dry is what we're getting, and $350 for green fresh cut wood. So in the logs, we sell the trailer log dog full for $450 for about 2.5 cord. So when we bring it in the yard here, once it's here, it's here. We just can pick our days. Like today, it's a beautiful day. We're going to process later on this afternoon. The sun is low in the sky here, as you can see, year round, or not year round in the winter here, so it's kind of hard to even film outside. The sun's right in your eyes from 10 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, which is better than snow. And so we're going to process this afternoon, and being here in the yard and having the wood here, especially being retired, we can kind of do it when we want, how we want to do it at our own leisure. And we're producing, here's our wood dog. Want to pick up Izzy?
Sure. Come here, Izzy.
So,
Isabel.
picking up the logs, we can process here, stockpile it, and then when we're here, we can let the customers come and pick up the wood. We do some deliveries local, but if we're gone on deliveries, we're not processing wood or picking up the logs, which take a lot of time to get the logs here. Unfortunately here we can't get the wood delivered like in the lower 48. If you're in Pennsylvania or New York, Vermont, Maine, even Tennessee, down in that part of the country, or the Virginias, in Wisconsin, log trucks everywhere. Here there's not. There's a couple local guys that have semis that deliver. They do the same as we do, pick up off contractors or clearing jobs for right-of-ways or power lines. And they sell the wood $1,800 to $2,000 for a semi-load, about 10 cord, and that is full tree length. They don't cut it up. And you have to take what they bring. If it's hollow and crooked, that's what you get. So we have a little bit better control of the wood when we bring it in the yard, and when we do pick it up from our contractors, it is tree length, and we cut it to length 16 feet long for our processor, and we trim all the knots and all the flares on the job site. And then we don't have the issues of feeding problems. I can be loading the deck and be doing other things in the yard, and Joe can be processing without fighting the machine and fighting logs. So it's been working out great for us.
It has. One of the other things that we also do with our firewood deliveries, we use the 550 with the dump trailer. Anything over 10 miles from our property, then there is a service fee or a delivery fee is what we charge for that.
So it's a dump truck. We're looking at a dump trailer, and we're kind of weighing the decisions on making that investment on a really nice bigger dump trailer. We kind of need one. I've always needed kind of one around the place here. We have a lot of property and gravel, and have opportunity to sell and deliver some gravel and firewood here local. So kind of weighing those decisions as we go along and make sure that we can make it pay at our age. You know, we're retired on Social Security, so why do we want to make big investments? But this processor, we don't touch the wood. It comes in the yard with a log trailer. We unload the logs. We can separate them out by size, turn them around, load them with the tractor, load them with the log dog trailer or the forklift into a pile. It dries in a pile up on pallets, and we just leave it there for 4 to 5 months. It dries out, and then we load it with a tractor with a rock bucket, and we load it in the truck. And or if customers come, we load it in their trailer or trucks, and that's how we're producing the wood. So it's not too labor intensive. This processor has really been a saver for us.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation. That's the reason why in the 6 months that we've had it, it's a great tool for us.
It's going to pay for itself. Like I said, Jill's run some numbers, and we keep track of all the gas, all the maintenance, the bars, the chains. It has not used a bar yet. We've changed out a few chains. I sharpen it myself, usually off the machine, and we've had a couple runs. We've done 30 full cord without sharpening, and we just switch out a chain, and we have not used a full chain yet. We just keep switching them out and sharpening as we go. And of course, I wanted the big circle saw, and I had been around processors before, and on the East Coast when I had my firewood business back there, and Jill says there's no way we're spending that kind of money at our age to produce wood. So
Yeah.
This machine has really been surprising how
It shines.
Yeah, it does.
It shines.
It's maintenance free. We have had zero issues with it. Very heavy built, not a lot of moving parts on it. Kind of a simple machine when you actually get looking it over. And we looked at other machines pretty serious. We were done our homework. We were 3 months solid looking. We looked at Yappa way back, considered weighing different options about parts, availability, the dealer in the US, how close they were to us, how quick we could get parts, and done a lot of research. And then we came across the Cord King, and we decided to go with this machine for our needs. It actually works great for our mid-sized wood here. We rarely get pieces over 20 inches in diameter, and we of course take it right down to 4 inches. So like I said, this machine is doing about a cord to a cord and a half an hour. And if we're in perfect conditions, we got some wood we'll show you here when we're done what we cut. If we're in a nice ideal 12-14 inch wood, this machine easily does 2 cord an hour, but that's prime conditions. So to be out and out, all right, fair really, with the average conditions, average wood, a cord an hour is a good solid figure. You know, we run 2 days a week with the machine on average, and then a couple days, 3 days hauling in wood, and then just sawing and yard maintenance around. So
the yard maintenance is the big trick. Trying to find time to operate the machine, and then cleaning up the machine and around the machine with everything. Yeah, I spend a little bit of time.
So our wood hound here, Isabel, she's been busy chewing bark, and she's ready to get down and run around. She's smelled a squirrel or a cat run around the yard. She's been pretty interested in tracking that, so we'll let her be on her way. And so we'll give a quick walk around to the processor, just show you some quick things about it, and a little bit how we stockpile the logs here in the yard. And within the next week or so, we're going to do an in-depth review of the processor. We'll take you right through everything, show you how it works, our likes, and we have some dislikes about the machine. Nothing too serious, but there's things we would change if we had to reorder a new one. They will customize it pretty much any way you want it. And weren't exactly sure when we got the machine what we were going to need and not need. And the way it works right now is perfect. We would just add on a couple more features to make it a little more convenient. So let's take a quick walk around the machine here. So now the machine has don't know if you can see that, 257 hours. And we just run it into this is a grain elevator we picked up. We power that with a little Honda gas motor. The hydraulic stacker, you can order these with the machine, or there's lots of aftermarket stackers. We have two of these. One's a 36 foot and one's a 40 foot. There's a quick view of the splitting chamber. And we have the log stop on it for the blocks. And we put up a little windbreak windshield here, just so we have a lot of wind here. So the Cord King is made in Perth, Ontario. And we move this around with the tractor. We just pull it ahead. We keep stacking the wood, let it pile up, and then we can pull it ahead with the tractor, just back up to it, pick the legs up. They're hydraulic. Move it ahead, restack the wood. There's some pizza oven wood we have ready, all dry. A few of our logs ready to go in the processor. And of course the tractor's parked underneath the sawmill today. We try to keep it under cover. A little view of King Mountain up there. Nice, beautiful sunny day. Some more logs we've hauled in this week. And then as you can see out there, sun's kind of bright, but we've got logs stacked out and separated out in the yard. So today, we're going to run the processor. We wanted to just give you a quick update on why we actually decided to buy this processor. Like I said, running the numbers, it will definitely pay for itself this year. So we'll be back at you shortly with a review on the processor. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. And from the Alaska Woodyard, we keep the sawdust flying. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.